Hello and welcome. Now I'm going to be sharing with you how I take care of this part of myself. So I'm mostly going to be focused on an evening skincare routine because that actually is a routine, and I do consistently every single night show up to do what I'm going to show you in a minute. The morning doesn't really have a routine, nor does it have any consistency. The one thing I do throughout the day and also in the morning is I will apply sunscreen when I'm leaving the house. So this is the one I use. It's SPF 50. I do particularly really like this one because often I find sunscreens to kind of just be gross. They just feel not so nice on the skin. They usually feel really heavy and like pore clogging, whereas this one doesn't feel that way, although it is really expensive. But yeah, that is one thing I have really gotten into. I've been enlightened into the importance of SPF in terms of like helping your skin to not age as quickly and just to protect it in general. And being someone that's quite pale and living in Australia, it is an essential. So that I have been doing throughout the day, and I kind of reapply it depending on how much I'm out in the sun. And then I have my evening routine, and I actually really have enjoyed it. I do enjoy it. It's just like a nice way to slowly calm down for the night before getting into bed. And yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, I've gotten to the point in my life where I now care enough about myself to wash my face, and I feel very proud of that because I've never really had any consistency before sort of like the last 6 months. I've dabbled here and there, but never followed through. But yeah, it's a really fun part of my evening now, so I'm going to share with you exactly what I use and how I do it. So first things first is I have to put my hair up every time because it keeps it out of the way. The next thing I usually do is I wash my hands. Pretty much I don't want to be touching any germs or whatever that I've got on my hands to my face, so I always wash them first and then I splash water onto my face. Once my face is wet, the next thing I do is get my cleanser. So I use this one. It's by Dr. Hauschka. It's Soothing Cleansing Milk. This bottle has lasted me a really long time. I'm just under halfway and I've been using it for 6 months because, like I said, I only really do this in the evenings. It just means I think this has lasted me a lot longer. And I also only use one pump just because I feel like that's plenty to go around my face. So then I rub this through for about 40-ish seconds. I don't know, just under a minute. I just sort of, yeah, rub in all the different areas. I make sure that I'm just doing it like gently as well. I'm not like scrubbing my skin really aggressively. It's like a gentle facial massage. And then once I finished rubbing it all in, I wash it off. I'm not going to open my eyes right now because I will get cleanser in my eyes. I usually do like one splash of warm water and then I do a splash of cold water. Don't know if that's important, but that's just what I do. And then I'll like towel my face, but I won't completely dry it. I just sort of like dab it a little bit. And then the next thing I use is this, which is some hyaluronic acid. I use about 2 drops and then I just rub it in very lightly into my face. And that's why I leave a bit of moisture on my skin, because to make this product work effectively, to draw the moisture into your skin, it's like extra moisturizing. There needs to be moisture there to work with in the first place. At least that's my understanding. I'm not very skincare professional, and I always do this while I'm doing my skincare. If I ever have anything left, I always just rub it on my arms because, you know, you don't want those products to go to waste. So after that, I then go in with the rosehip oil. This I have been using for a really long time. I've always used rosehip oil as my main face moisturizer, and it's just so nice. It's like really light but really like beautiful, and I use probably 1, 2, 3, say 4 drops maybe 5 for good luck. And then yeah, just applying that on the skin as well, and always making sure that I go down the neck, because this is essential to, I don't know, retaining one's youth. There we go. That's it. That's all I really do with my skincare. I really love these 3 products. So these are the 3 main products I've been using. Well, actually the only 3 products I've been using, because it's the only skincare I have, and I've honestly just really loved having this consistent routine of an evening for the last 6 months. I've noticed a huge difference in my skin. I feel like I'm a lot more like glowy and like moisturized, and my skin just feels like more bouncy, or like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much, yeah, there's the cleanser and the moisturizer. I feel like the hyaluronic acid isn't essential, but boy, does it like elevate my skincare routine. Like, I feel like when I don't do this element, I don't feel as moisturized, and yeah, it feels like less self-care-y not using this. When you do this and you do like a double layer of moisturizing on your face, it feels very fancy. So, and this is relatively cheap. Like the Ordinary Company, I think this is like a $12 to $14 bottle, so it's not so bad, and it does last a really long time because it's like 1 or 2 drops at a time, and it goes quite far. A little bit goes a long way, that's the saying. So yeah, those are the things I use, and I really like them, but I also have to say that I think everyone has their own relationship to skincare. You've got to figure out what works for you. There's some awesome YouTubers online that talk about different products, and yeah, one of my friends was kind of the person who helped me get into it, and she kind of guided me in the right direction because she's been doing skincare for a long time. But yeah, you know, if you're getting into those later 20 years, definitely get involved in it. It's also just a good way to say, hey, like, I care about me enough to put in this extra like 3 or 4 minutes at the end of my evening, and yeah, it's a fun time. Like, I've really gotten a lot out of it, and this is coming from a person who's exceptionally lazy when it comes to self-care. So anyway, I hope that you have found this helpful in some way, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.